How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Now before I go off and check out Warsaw, I just wanted to quickly preface this video to explain to you if I do seem a little bit down in this video or a little bit like not myself. I have just woken up to some news, pretty fateful news of an old college friend of mine. That's, something that I'm still trying to come to terms with right now, and it'll probably take me a few days just to come to terms with what I've heard. So I just wanted to explain that quickly to you guys. There's nothing more to it other than just to explain to you that if I do seem down, just to understand why I'm not up to my normal self. Anyway, let's go off and check out Warsaw and see what Warsaw's all about. I don't know what I'd done, but last night I got my beats out of my bag, and as I'm packing it back up, it reminded me that these beats are broke. I got it out of my bag, and this side, it's broke. There's like a screw or something in there that's come loose in that little gap, but I can't seem to get it back in like it is on this side. Super sunny day today, and like I said in my other vlog, I don't have a pair of sunglasses because they broke when I went to Scotland. So I'm gonna go and try and get a pair of sunglasses now. We are right next to some shopping centres and some really tall ass glass buildings. Look amazing. We'll get another look at them in a minute. But I'm like central Warsaw. As like some shopping centre. We're gonna go in and have a look. Yeah, I want to get myself a pair of sunglasses if I can, and then just see what else there is. Maybe I'll buy some other things, but mainly it's a pair of sunglasses, and then we'll find somewhere to go eat after we've done that. I've looked in like at least 5 or 6 different shops, none of which actually do sunglasses. Even when I ask the people, they just don't do sunglasses for whatever reason. I'm finding it difficult to actually find any. I'm on the top floor of this building right now. Hopefully we'll find some somewhere in here. We won't find any in McDonald's, so that's for sure. My bad, this entire top floor as well as the second floor is all just food essentially. And then right at the top right now, it's all food. And there's like a cinema right behind me as well. Right, leaving the shopping centre now with no sunglasses because literally nowhere in there sold any, and I was really out of luck trying to find sunglasses. So instead we're just going to go without and just live with it. We're going to head right now to the Old Town Square Market. As I've been doing the European travel, I found out that more and more cities in Europe, basically quite a lot of them have an Old Town Square. So we're going to go and check out Warsaw's Old Town Square. Apparently it's really nice, really beautiful. I remember the one in Riga and in Vilnius were both really lovely as well. So we'll see what Warsaw's is like. Yeah, apparently it's really colourful, etc. Really nice small alleyway roads and stuff, so we'll see what that's like. There's about half an hour walk from here, so I'll enjoy the sights while I'm walking down to Old Town. And then from there, everything else I want to do for today is quite local to the Old Town, within a reasonable distance. And such a lovely day today as well. It's probably a bit too bright for the camera. Really lovely day. It's like 22 degrees or something. In contrast with the other days I've been here in Poland where it's just been raining and horrible to drive in, this is actually really lovely. So it's a nice to at least have one day of sun. Bustling city, yeah, it's really quiet almost everywhere I go. Apart from like the central bit I was just at with like that shopping centre. I mean, right now I'm in like a park area and it's almost no one here. It's really nice actually. Nice little contrast to the busy city life. What's the bet that some skateboarder made this bench? It's mad that like every single Polish city that I've been to thus far has had something to do in terms of remembering the war and those who died, whether it was the camp that I went to on the first day, whether it's something like that I just saw, like a little gravestone. I also saw as I drove into Warsaw actually a big like statue thing of numbers that says 1939, which is obviously the year the war started. Couldn't record it because I was driving. But every city I've been to, I mean, Łódź, for example, had this mass graveyard, and they also had the train station as well, which you can go visit. Crazy stuff, man. I like how Poland tries to preserve the history and remember what happened. Now, even though my apartment last night was really nice to stay in and everything, imagine staying in this. This is a hotel. Just take a look. I'm going to assume right now that that one didn't go for 19 quid like the one I had last night did. This one probably goes for a lot more than that. Well, we've made it to Old Town, and I don't really know much about football, but if Warsaw had a football stadium, or has a football stadium, where is it? Then I think this would be it. I think so anyway, I'm not too sure, but it just looks like a football stadium. But yeah, here's Old Town. You can see all the different coloured buildings and the big statue thing to enter you into Old Town Warsaw. You have this weird mixture of modern architecture as well as old architecture. Like here, it all still has that old feel to it, but actually about 80% of Warsaw was destroyed in World War II, hence why there's a lot of more modern buildings here and around other cities. Most of this Old Town has been reconstructed since World War II, and I believe because of that it's not really a very big area. And that is the other end of Old Town Warsaw, right behind me. About 20 minutes away from where I am now is the Warsaw University Library. Now, you may be wondering why I've come to the university's library of all places. Well, apparently you can get on top of the roof of this place. I'm not sure if it's via the stairs I'm taking now, or whether you have to go inside the building and then go up the stairs. I will obviously find that out in due time. But apparently you can get onto the roof of this place, but it's a bit of a hidden gem. It's not exactly easy to figure out. Hence why I'm a bit lost, and I think I've gone the wrong way. I think you have to go inside the building. Maybe inside the building, then up the stairs somewhere. Alright, just where I just walked around the corner. I saw these stairs, so I took the stairs and decided to get on top of the roof. This is the roof of the University Library here in Warsaw. I'm knackered after those stairs. I'm 6'2" and I'm walking under here comfortably without having to duck or anything. Quite an interesting place, to be honest with you, on top of a university library. I thought that was a really cool thing. And imagine being a student here as well and thinking on a really nice sunny day, you know what, I'm going to go on the roof of this library and just have my lunch. You know, this would be a really cool place just to have some lunch on a nice sunny day. Right now it's a little bit gloomy, which is quite funny actually, because it was really sunny earlier. The moment I get up here it gets a little bit more cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain, although it's not forecasted to. Yeah, this is a really nice place. Not overly colourful with the flowers, I will say, but it still looks nice. It doesn't really matter. It's just like an extension of the field that they've got right next to this library before having to go out into the actual city itself. It's just a nice little quiet area. Even though it's open to the public and anyone can come up here realistically, like I have, you can see literally no one about. There's like 2 or 3 people maybe, but like literally it's no one compared to the amount of people in the city. So this was a cool little hidden gem. It's not exactly signposted or anything, it was just something I saw on the internet. I decided to come up here and check it out myself. Yeah, it's worth coming up. If you're ever in Warsaw, it's worth coming to visit this place. I'm going to chill up here for a bit, just like relax and take in the scenery and the sounds of the city and everything. Next destination is about an hour's walk from here, so I'll probably end up getting the tram or something. The other day in Wrocław, I was disappointed I couldn't see the neon signs on that street. I can't remember what it's called now, like Ruska 46 I think, something like that. I was disappointed I couldn't see them because I had to wait till night time in order to see all of the lit up signs, and during this particular trip I'm doing nothing but travelling city to city, and night time is when I'm doing all the driving. But then I found out here in this area somewhere where I am right now in Warsaw, there's a neon, I guess museum, not museum, neon sign place that you can check them out. I believe it's inside, and these neon signs have been preserved from the World War II era, so all of these signs were used either during or before the World War II era, and somebody's preserved them and put them up in this museum. I guess it is a museum, yeah. Is it here? It's around here somewhere. It must be this here. You see all these signs behind me? Let's go check it out. Not allowed to use this. Too professional apparently, so I've had to use my phone. Hopefully it does it justice. Looks really cool in here. Lit up in all sorts of different colours. It's also super warm right now in here. It also cost me 15 zloty, which is, I don't know, like £2 or £3 I think. It's not a lot. More signage. That's all it is, just signs from the World War II era.
Zainteresowałam się taką koncepcją odnowienia neonu, ale odnowienia neonu w miejscu, w którym istnieje. Że nie przyłączy do jego czynnikiem, tylko jakby oddaje go jakąś społeczną rzekę. Tak, gotowe.
I mean, one of the really interesting things for me is the number of perhaps relatively young people who don't have any personal first-hand experience of the moment.
What I liked about that was the fact that a lot of those signs were from like years ago, from the 1920s, 1960s. Each little neon sign had its own little plaque to explain like the history of that sign. What I didn't like though about it was that it was a bit too light in there. I don't know if it's because there was the amount of neon lights or because they had the actual lights on, like the ceiling lights. It could have done with being a bit darker, so the lights actually popped out a bit more. And I also wasn't allowed to use this camera, so I had to use my phone. So it wasn't as good as I was expecting. But for 15 zloty, it was pretty decent. It was worth going. And now, that's about it for my trip here in Warsaw. Heading back to the car now. I need to try and find the bus. Otherwise it's like an hour and 15-minute walk to the other side of Warsaw. Not even the other side, actually just to the centre. I'm on the somewhat of the outskirts I think right now. And I know that's a bit of a jump cut. To be fair, I was just in Warsaw. We are now in the next city, which is Lublin. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be able to explore Lublin. Right now I've just got into the hotel room. We have today just one big room. Green sofa with where I put all my stuff because there's no actual table. And then the bed. And then little table in the corner. And I think I have a free bottle of water unless it's something that somebody else has left. Only issue is, you can't see it. See that word there in the red, just there, gazowana? That means that the water is fizzy. The word I showed you, I think yesterday, ni gazowana means no gas, and then gazowana means gas. G-A-Z, gaz is the word for gas. And when it's no gas, it's ni gas, so it's no gas. I don't know what the Ovana part means, to be honest with you, but you essentially get the idea. With that knowledge, I'm not going to open it and drink it because it's fizzy, and I don't like it. Anyway, I'm being a bit quiet right now. Neighbours next door, and I can hear their TV, so I know they're probably going to hear me if I speak too loud, so I'm going to end the video here. Hoping Lublin tomorrow will be an amazing city to explore. It'll be my last city before I head back down to Krakow, so got tomorrow with Lublin, then Saturday with Krakow, and then I'm flying home
on the same day that I'm in Krakow. So tomorrow really is my last full day here in Poland, which is upsetting. I've had a good time, even though there's been mental at times. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed Warsaw. If you have, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also comment. It tells YouTube that you'll enjoy my content and that I can carry on making this content basically. I've had a really good time so far making videos just day after day after day, and it's going to be upsetting to go back to the UK and go back to work trying to figure out the next trip that I do. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video. Until then, stay safe, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.